on Amazon Prime. Why you want to watch it without me?
You weren't watching it anyway.
I started watching it. Hello. I'm a little late tonight, so I'll just give it a couple minutes and then I'm going to get started. How you doing this evening? Hello, love. Hey, how are y'all doing this evening? How y'all feeling? I'm good. I'm a little tired. It has been a busy day, but that is a blessing. I cannot complain about it. Thank you. Hello. All right, y'all. Excuse me. I'm already late, so I might as well hop on into it. Tonight we're going to be talking about the sun moving into Leo. We're going to be talking about We're going to be talking about Mercury still being in Cancer. I'm going to touch a little bit on the double Cancer new moon that we just had. Also talk a little bit about the moon still being void, of course. And then we're going to talk about Chiron retrograde. And then I'm going to do a collective reading for you all after I answer your tarot questions. So I hope y'all are doing good and y'all are ready for the ride. And let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the Cancer double new moon that just passed. So it's a very rare thing that the moon ends up in the same sign in 1 year, like a new moon. And the fact that this moon was in Cancer, it really is about breaking through your emotional blocks and barriers so that you can actually accomplish your goals and move forward and like push through your personal growth. No, I'm not saying anything negative. So yeah, I hope that you all are taking advantage of this energy. It's gonna probably linger on until tomorrow or the next day. I am doing new moon and Cancer readings for 11/11 until the 26th. So you can book that. There's 3 different spread variations. Once you book the reading, I'll send you the spreads. So yeah, that was really an energy of like healing, and with the sun also being in Cancer, it's just really a positive vibe, nurturing vibe. I talked a lot last week about the mothering aspect of Cancer and how that was playing out, and I really think that was like, it really came through. Like this energy really came through. I was like, okay, all right, baby, all right, my child. But now that's over, so don't get too comfortable because Leo is not playing. So moving right along, the sun is now in Leo. This is going to bring on the drama. This is going to bring on like the self-indulgence of beauty and vanity. This is going to bring more color to your life and like busting out of your shell during this period while the sun is in Leo. You'll want to watch out for being too self-centered as it relates to your emotions. And throwing emotional tantrums based on sensitivity, because at the end of the day, we're all adults and no one really owes us anything. And sometimes people do things and it's not personal to us. So for us to throw tantrums, sometimes it causes problems that we could have avoided. And while the sun is in Leo and the moon is moving out of Cancer, you'll want to be mindful of that energy. I'm just looking at my notes, y'all. Y'all know I always have my notes. So yeah, Mercury is still in Cancer. This means that our thoughts are pretty much colored by our emotions. Our intuitions are a lot stronger. And we're also really tapping into more of a heightened understanding and an enhanced understanding of how our thoughts, or I'm sorry, how our emotions play out in our thoughts, and what part of that is actually within us and what part of that is influenced from the outside of us. So while Mercury is still in Cancer, you'll want to just take review of what you're thinking and how much of that is influenced on how you actually feel, how much of that is influenced on your intuition, and how much of that is influenced from external BS, because we're inundated with a lot of external BS. That's pretty much that on that. I just wanted to give y'all a quick rundown of the astrology for the week, because I always do. But the main thing that I wanted to talk about is Chiron retrograde. Now, Chiron is in retrograde in Aries. It's going to be in retrograde until December the 12th of this year. In astrology, it's the aspect of our natal chart that represents our mental, spiritual, and physical health, and like the wounds, the wounds that we'll have to heal through this lifetime. So during this retrograde, it's really putting our wounds basically on display and saying, this is what you left behind as a wound in the past life. This is what you need to heal. This is what you need to tap into. And when I say wounds, I mean internal wounds more than external wounds. But Chiron really communicates to you how you display those wounds externally. So when you pull your birth chart and you're looking at your Chiron, that's a very important aspect to review in terms of healing. So anyways, with it being in retrograde, it's really all these hidden emotions, hidden wounds, hidden feelings coming up to the surface so that they can be healed, so that they can be evolved beyond. And with the Chiron being in Aries in retrograde, it's like you can't hide from it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make you take the initiative. It's going to make you take the action. It's going to make you face your demons head on before they come to haunt you. You know, and we all have to do that at some point. But this energy is really, really pulling it in heavy. So you're going to be feeling a lot of that. And then with Mars being in Aries too, it's really intense. So be patient with yourself. You know, you're going to feel more of a push than normal, but the fight will be worth it in the long run. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say pretty much on astrology this week. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. I am going to be, I said I was going to do it on Monday, but I didn't. But I am going to do it this week. I'm going to be making a full video on Chiron retrograde and breaking it down a little bit more. I'm also going to be talking about how Mars in Aries has a strong effect on that. I probably will make the video on YouTube and then put it on IGTV and upload it to my story so y'all can see it. So I'll be going more in depth on that. But I think that's all I'm going to do for right now on this particular live. I really wanted to come on tonight and talk to y'all about like just some everyday real life things. I just feel like in the climate that we live in, everyone is being ostracized simply for having the balls to be an independent thinker. And to me, that's unacceptable. You know, like, I come on here and I talk about some subjects that some people may think are crazy, but I have the platform to come on and talk about it, and I do, and some people relate to me and some people don't, and that's completely fine. You know, I have a Twitter where I express my thoughts, and some people agree with me and some people don't, and that's completely fine. I'm not even just talking about me. I'm just talking about us in general. In this society, in 2020, it's like even our children and we as adults, we're being bred to groupthink. And I'm just not going to do that. I'm not. I'm going to think, do, and say what resonates with me, period. At the end of the day, I advise that you do that as well. And just because you don't agree with your friends, that doesn't mean that y'all can't be friends. Just because you and your friends don't see things the same way, that doesn't mean that you all can't come together and form a bond. You know, that's not what connectivity is about. And I don't know when we got to a place where we basically started connecting to each other through drama and division. Like, it's so toxic, and I'm tired of seeing it. I mean, it's not like it's going anywhere. It's social media culture, excuse me, in general. So really, I'm just preaching to the choir, but it's not a healthy environment for yourself, for your mind, for your kids. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. You know, you have misogynists on here disrespecting women, talking down about women, especially black women. Everywhere you turn, there's colorism, this, racism, that. And I mean, all these things exist, but I'm just saying these misogynists come online every day and they amplify these things. And then we have misandrists on the other side talking about black men and this and that. And it's like no one understands the fact that the more that we claw at each other, regardless of our differences, we're not going to get anywhere. So it's like, it's no point in doing that. Like, okay, if that's how it's going to be, then you just stay over here, I'll stay over here. And if my message and my vibe is not for you, then just get the fuck off my frequency and my wavelength. Like, we don't have to argue about it. We don't have to, like, debate. We don't have to fight. Like, I don't have to put you in a jar. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. It's like people get a fucking high off of conflict. And you know what it is? People just like attention. So any type of attention, any type of like energy that you're giving, it's like they feed off of it. And there's people that literally are online simply to troll. And they have no other purpose. And people just give them their energy. And I'm just like, you don't have to argue someone's ignorance into making sense, because it's not your job to change their mind. You don't have to. And I just wish that we would stop wasting so much energy doing it. And also just like be human, y'all. Like, y'all already know I'm not with that willy foo-foo, love and light, all this kumbaya bullshit. Like, I understand that we have multiple problems in the world, and you know, it is what it is. I'm dark and light, and I embrace both sides of the coin. My whole thing is, at the end of the motherfucking day, all of us are human, period. So when you interact with your fellow humans, display the energy that you want to give off. Display the energy that you want to walk in, that displays your higher self, regardless to what energy they are giving you. And I'm not telling you to just be docile and just take and take and take. I'm just telling you to remove yourself from situations where your energy is not being appreciated or not being met at the level that you would like it to. Because if you're doing anything other than that, then you're choosing your own suffering. And as a Capricorn, I don't understand that. For Capricorns, it's real black and white when it comes to like people penetrating our energy, especially if you're fucking up my money. Like, I'm not about to do, like, no. I'm good. You know, and I feel like a lot of y'all need to take that stance on a lot of situations. It's relationships, it's friendships, it's jobs. Like, you're not being met with the energy that you want, and And then you wonder why you're not manifesting the things that you want to manifest out of the situation. The situation is not on the frequency of the things that you want to manifest. And you can't change the frequency of other people and situations all the time. Sometimes you can, but you can't always do that. What you can change is your own frequency. So that's your obligation. That's your responsibility. Face your own demons. Battle it out with your own demons. And the thing is, the scary thing is, a lot of people's demons are coming out. I told y'all, this Chiron retrograde, it's like your wounds, your demons are just being blasted out in front of you. And everyone is mad. Everyone is like rah rah. Everybody wants to fight and be combative. You're battling yourself, baby. You're mad at yourself. So face your own anger with yourself first, and then address your fellow human after you've decided to do that. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy out here. It really is just crazy. Like, I don't even know what to say. And then there's all this crazy stuff being talked about online. Kanye said this on Twitter. Megan Thee Stallion got shot, which my prayers are with her. I hope that she's okay, and I hope that she really is protecting her energy at this point. But what I'm saying is, y'all aren't talking about how all this child trafficking shit is coming out and being swept under the rug. Y'all aren't talking about how this judge that's over the case, whole family just was attacked. No one's talking about it. And this is about the kids. The children are the future. And guess what? Everybody talking about the celebrities this, the celebrities that, the TikTok this, the TikTok that. Meanwhile, I'm not even about to talk about TikTok right now and how I feel like y'all need to really be watching y'all kids on TikTok. Because some of these challenges, some of these TikTok videos and background memes, like just the level of misogyny, of sexualization of children, of just a whole bunch of things just repeatedly, virally being fed into your kids' minds every day. Nobody wants to talk about the kids and what's being inundated to your children and the things that are going on with these children that have been trafficked, and how these people are not being prosecuted, and how some of these people are in very high positions of power, and they gonna be in those positions of power. And we're not talking about how all this shit is going on dead smack in the middle of an election. Do y'all even know what's going on with the election? Do y'all even know who y'all want to vote for? Do y'all even feel like one of these candidates is better than the other? I'm just saying, like, it's be real with yourself, okay? Be real with yourself, be honest with yourself, and stop feeding into the Instagram bullshit. Okay? I want to be beautiful. I mean, I feel like I am beautiful, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes I want to be an Instagram baddie. Like, sometimes I just have my days and I'm like, I feel like being cute on Instagram. And that's fine, but Instagram is not my life. I don't run my life based on Instagram. I'm not going to skip my rent and light bill payment so I can buy shoes to look cute on Instagram. I'm not about to be homeless, living from couch to couch so I can stunt on nice backgrounds and travel for the gram. Like, y'all, what are y'all, like, teach? Come on now. Like, come on. Like, I'm just, y'all have to stop perpetuating these things to your children. First and foremost. And within your own self and your own adult mind, tap into the reality of what's going on around us. For real, for real. Like, Why y'all laughing at me? What I do? Man, I have to hold back sometimes because it's like I just be channeling messages and so many things be wanting to come out, and I'm like, I can't say that like that. Just, like I feel like I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired of seeing all of this. Like, if it weren't for me and the growth of my business through social media, I really don't think that I would even be on social media like that. And then on top of that, I've met some great people that have really helped me. But it's just like, oh my gosh, like it's exhausting. And it's not even just on social media, it's in real life. Like, I have family members who I feel like are living for the gram. Like, I have friends who may be living for the gram, like people that I grew up with that are living for the gram. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why you don't have no equity, you don't have no land, you don't have no home to call your own. But you have every designer purse, every designer pair of shoes. You have every new outfit every weekend for the gram. If your whole goal in life is to stunt for the gram, you don't want to pass down anything to your children, cool. Live your life, boo. Live your best life, jet set. Cool. The path is not for everybody. But what I'm seeing is just people out here reckless. People with 3, 4, 5 kids. And y'all not teaching y'all kids nothing but to be on Instagram and be on TikTok and be online on YouTube. Like, I don't... No. Like, no. Teach your kids how to be good humans. I don't have any kids, so y'all may say, how's she gonna come on here and tell me what to do with my kids? I'm just telling you to teach your kids how to be good humans, whatever that means to you. Put that first at the top of your priority list, because there's some disgusting things going on in this world, and there's a disgusting influence that's on the collective, okay? And if y'all don't combat that within your own home, if you think that just because you don't live a certain way that your kids aren't going to be exposed to it, you're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself, and you need to check in with your child and make sure that your child is maintaining values that align with that of yourself, that of your ancestors, that of good humanism. Because there's some kids that are some little terrorist ass demons out here. For real. There are. And it's like, the more hurt people there are out here, the more people that are going to be out here hurting people. So it's up to you to change it at home first. I don't know why this is on my heart to come and say to y'all tonight, but I'm tired of seeing it. Like, and no one's talking about it. And I just don't understand how you guys expect our future to be any sort of stable, secure, happy, anything with the state of the youth. Like, I don't understand. Am I alone in this? Y'all, some of y'all have kids. Please chime in the comments. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not gonna keep fussing at y'all. If y'all got questions, y'all can ask them, and then I'm gonna do y'all collective reading, and I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, because I could really go on all night about this. Like, I'm disgusted. That's exactly how I feel. And all day and yesterday, I've just been so drained, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm just so tired. I feel just so drained. Like, all I want to do is just lay down and sleep. And it's because, like, when you're a spiritual worker and you're a diviner and you're encountering multiple energies day to day and like trying to help people through their problems, obviously you have to cleanse, you have to purge, and I do all of that. I do protection, cleansing, purges, all of the things every day, and I have protection jewelry, all the things, okay? But there's some times when the collective energy outside of even just my own clients and the people that I encounter every day, just the whole collective energy is just, it's just on you. It's just on your spirit, and it just gets heavy. And even if you're just someone who is just really in tune with your spirituality, you will feel it, you know, and you just get drained. And I've just been feeling like that, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm fine. You know, like I'm not sick. I'm not wanting for anything. Like I'm, you know, in my own little bubble, I'm pretty happy. I don't have anything to complain really about, but I'm just like, I'm tired and I'm mad and I'm disgusted. And what is this? And today I just woke up and I did some automatic writing when I got up, and I was like, you know what? Like this needs to be talked about. Like, and I immediately posted the first thing on my Instagram about TikTok. Like, just, it's been on my heart to say it, but I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm about to say this shit this morning, starting with the shits early. And I wasn't even going to talk about this stuff in the live, but I just feel like it needs to be said. Like, no one is talking about all these things that are going on with the corruption of our government, with the corruption of our statehood, with the corruption of our children. Like, our children are the future. If the youth doesn't have a stable foundation to look to, if the youth doesn't have a hopeful ladder to look to, what do you think they're gonna do? Please, like, what do you think they're gonna do? And they're gonna be in for a rude awakening when they realize you can't just dance and coon your way through life. Like, you have to be out here. Like, life is beyond the phone screen. Life is beyond the phone screen. What are you feeling is about to happen about that? What do you mean about what? About the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing? That's what you mean, the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing? I think, here's what I think is going to happen with Pizzagate. And y'all might think I'm reaching, but whatever. I feel like half these people are not going to be prosecuted. That's number one. Number two, the people that are prosecuted, they're going to take deals and get minimal sentencing. Number two. And then number three, a lot of those court documents of the like exact charges that these people are being indicted with, and like the actual, the horror of events that happened during that time, I feel like a lot of that is going to end up being buried and hidden, even though they're trying to act like it's going to be like a floodgate of open information. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's still, for the next couple of years, going to be something that's kept very hush-hush until until the system is shaken up a little bit more and some more heads are rolled in terms of leadership, then we can actually get the truth. But I feel like the very minimum of what they can do about Pizzagate is what's going to happen. Yep. It always happens for pedophiles and child molesters. And that's not just on the level of these powerful people. This happens on the level of just regular judicial system, where child rapists, pedophiles, child sex offenders, unless they've done some shit where they have like 14, 15, 10, 12 counts of child rape, child sexual molestation, things of that nature, they do minimal time in jail. They serve their time. They have to do probation. and they have to register as a sex offender. And while registering as a sex offender is inconvenient, it doesn't stop them from doing anything. So most of them do the same shit again after they get out. And the judicial system protects these people. When they're in jail, they are in protective custody, so can't nothing happen to them. They're protected. They are a protected class of people, and we need to be asking ourselves why. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. Man, y'all, it feels good to get that out. I'm not even gonna lie. But I hope that y'all really at least take what I'm saying with a grain of salt at minimum, and just be mindful, okay? Be mindful of what you are consuming. Be mindful of what you're putting your energy into. Be mindful of the energy that your kids are consuming. I think to a certain degree, Trump is exposing people. Not that I'm a Trump supporter by any means. Hell no. But I think to a certain degree, he is exposing people because he has inside information that regular politicians that don't have any role in mainstream Hollywood, he's able to like move in a way that they really can't move. And so I do think that to a certain degree he is exposing people, but I feel like he is amongst those that need to be exposed, period. So it's only so much exposing you can do when your ass needs to be exposed as well. But yeah, y'all, I'm so frustrated with just the collective climate and mostly just like the state of the youth. Like it makes me want to cry sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, this is just, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and do this collective reading for you guys. Let me go ahead and shuffle and see what we gonna get out. You're welcome. I'm glad that y'all are receiving the message well, because there's a lot of people that will say that I'm crazy and that I don't know what I'm talking about and I need to be quiet. But you know, I've been quiet for a long time, not just about this but about a lot of things. I've been quiet, and the reason why I come on here and do this every week is because I feel like it's time for me to use my voice and stop being quiet. So I'm glad that you all are receptive to it. Hello, love. Y'all want to know something funny? Right now in my head, I don't know if y'all used to watch this show as a kid, but it was called Zoom. And the song is stuck in my head right now, and it's just so annoying because it's just like, come on and zoom, come on and zoom. Come on and zoom, 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 zoom. What the fuck? I have not seen that show in like years. I don't understand why. That damn song just popped up in my head. That's funny. Y'all know I'm goofy and random. I'm probably a little delirious too. I'm not even lying when I tell y'all I've just been drained this week for no reason. I don't know why. Okay, I'm glad you said that. I am gonna do another Zoom call. Tomorrow I'm gonna post a poll with dates for August for the Zoom call, so I can do tea time and tarot talk with Shawnee again, because that was so fun. If you missed it, you just missed out. But I'm gonna be doing them every month, so y'all can always join in, and there's 10 spots every time. I'll be selling tickets until they sell out. She's in the room. She got caught up watching a show that I started watching with her, and now she's watching it without me, but whatever. I'm gonna let her live her life. She might be sleeping there too. I want to pull some numerology oracles for you. Hey, Jess. Y'all, I can tell when I've been holding back spiritually and I need to say something, because like I be so tired and I start getting headaches every single day, like migraines. And it's so annoying because sometimes I just be like, no, like I don't want to. Okay. So, what is currently blocking us from expressing and honoring our highest selves? On that, we have the Ace of Swords. That means that our mental state is keeping us from accessing our highest selves and expressing and honoring our highest selves. We refuse to start over on a new page mentally. We refuse to let go of the past. We refuse to change our ideas, change our perception, and allow our sword to be renewed and rebirthed. So that is what is blocking us. What part of our emotional selves need the most attention at this time? The Queen of Wands, our ambition, our passion, our depth, our spirituality need the most protection at this time. What is the truth about the root of our emotions? The Eight of Swords. The truth about the root of our own emotions is that we get in our own way, and it stems from us first. You know, we may think that we're mad at our spouse for not giving us enough attention or affection, but really we're mad at ourselves because we're unfulfilled and we don't know why we're not happy, and we are making it their job to make us happy. We get in our own way, and we lie to ourselves by saying that other people provoke us to do certain things and put us into certain places. You know, it's you. It's your own energy, and it's you standing in your own way, holding yourself back and keeping yourself stuck. It's you. How can we better express our sensitivity? Three of Discs, work together. Work as a community. Allow that to physically manifest. Allow that bond between physical, mental, and spiritual to physically manifest and show itself. That's how we can express our sensitivity. Like I was talking about earlier, tapping into your human nature and being human with your fellow humans. I don't know when we stop doing that. It's crazy. What energies need to be washed from our aura to make space for those new seeds to be planted? On that, we have the Knight of Wands. So we need to wash away the idea that we constantly have to be moving, the idea that our impulsive nature will save us in some way, that we have to be fight or flight. We need to let go of the idea that we don't know any better when we do. The idea that we haven't grown when we have. Those are some energies that we can wash away from our aura to make space for new seeds to be planted. Are y'all following me on this? What energies can we invoke into our homes to promote security, harmony, and love? For that, we have the Four of Swords. Invoke an energy of calm, of rest, of meditation. Allow your home to be your sanctuary. Make your home peaceful, make it clean, make it still. Make space in your home for yourself to breathe. The Four of Swords is about rest, healing, meditation. So allow your home to be that. Additional guidance and considerations. We have Synchronicity and Self-Discipline. Y'all already know synchronicity is all about being in alignment with divine timing. And part of that is being in alignment with your own frequency and the frequency of your goals, the frequency of your higher self. You know? And 8 and 7 is 15. That's going to give you 6. 6 is a number of healing, a number of transformation, a number of I'm starting over. But I'm not starting over from 1. I'm starting over with all the experience, all the knowledge, all the connections that I've gained. And I feel like I have the tools that I need to have to be able to trudge ahead successfully. Okay? And then we have self-discipline, the 5 or the 41. Self-discipline is self-explanatory, but I think when it comes to self-discipline, it's about more than keeping your commitments. It's about more than accomplishing your goals. It's about keeping your promises to yourself. Having the discipline to say, you know what? I said that my business was going to do this every day. And so I'm not going to go to sleep until my business does these numbers. You know what? I said I was going to drop 10 pounds by the end of the month. So you know what? I'm not going to make any excuses for myself to do anything outside of me losing weight. Anything that doesn't align with that, I'm not doing it until I accomplish that goal. Have the discipline to keep the promises that you make to yourself. Have the discipline to take the actions that you need to take. Like I was mentioning earlier about Chiron retrograde and Mars being in Aries in retrograde. I mean, not Mars in Aries in retrograde, but Chiron Aries retrograde and Mars being in Aries. It's all about taking action, taking initiative. Passion. Now's the time our passions are being revealed to us and we're being asked to tap into our passions. That's nothing new. Of course, that's going to come up. Solar plexus chakra. Know your worth, baby. Know your worth and speak on it. Don't be afraid to tap into your worth and really blossom from there. So you all can carry these messages to the full moon. Y'all know I'll be updating you all next week on the Astroteas and of course letting you know when the full moon is coming, which of course I'll be doing full moon readings for 11/11. All of the readings are listed on my site. You can visit 11moons11.com. That's the word 11 moons, the number 11.com. New moon and Cancer readings are 11/11 until the 26th of July. So y'all have 3 more days to book those for the price of 11/11. After that, I don't really offer them simply because the energy has moved on. And you can just get a general reading and focus on that. So yeah, that's pretty much that on that. I have some new announcements coming later on in the week. So just stay tuned and thank you all so much for joining. Again, I hope these messages found you all well and thank you all so much for rocking with me every week. I will see you all here next Wednesday at 9 p.m. And I hope you all have a great night.